morning, chaps. It's Tuesday morning. It is the 5th of September. It's very hot here today. Through a little bit of overwork, too much sunshine. I've given myself eye strain, so you'll forgive me if I make this a bit of an odd shave. Going to use some tobacco shave stick. I'm into shave sticks at the moment because they're so convenient. At the same time, each to their own. I've used tobacco in its normal form, in its puck, in its bowl, and it's good. It's good stuff. So why shouldn't it be good stuff as a shave stick? I'm sure it is. Anyway, the test today is going to be on two Pumas, which are almost identical blades, but one, which I've shaved with before, has got my standard 20k Gokumyo Suehiro edge, and the other one yesterday, which is a little unusual. It's a Puma 90, and it's fairly rare supposedly. But anyway, more to the point, it's a tortoiseshell with all the lovely high-class gold etching, which I had to retouch. Probably why I've got eye strain. Anyway, I decided that one, the 90, should go on a translucent Arkansas edge. I was quite alarmed last night when I went to hanging hair test it. I gave the usuals, which I always do after a rehone. I gave it 40 laps on very soft canvas, my Kaneyama, and I don't know, probably about 30 on leather, and it was completely useless. And I thought, what's going on? So anyway, eventually, scratching my head with aching eye, I decided to give 80. So I gave 80 laps on canvas and 40 laps on leather, and it's actually now, oh, plus a few just now before I shave, and its hanging hair test is actually very good. The strange thing is, with the other one, on the 20k Suehiro edge, that you've only got to show it a hair and it goes ping, ping, ping. In fact, I've got to say, I'm very much in favour of the synthetic edges, but I'm not an expert. Anyway, here we are. So we have, this is the beautiful little Puma 90, which I've worked on. And here, and this gave such a good shave. This is the beautiful little Puma 81. And you can see, blade-wise, there's very little in it. I'd say that this has a little more meat. I think this one was almost unused. This one has been used, maybe slightly abused. But anyway, it's still an absolute classic little Puma 90. And we're going to now shave with it. So, first pass, this is with a translucent Arkansas edge. Let's see what happens. See if I can get the mirror in the right angle. There we go. Yeah, very crisp sound. But in theory, a natural edge, an Arkansas edge, should be more gentle. It is very, very sharp. I'm not even going to finish this side. I'm going to go to my wonderful little Puma 81, and this one is on the standard, for me, standard 20k edge. Well, I'll be damned. I can't tell the difference, which is somewhat surprising. I went from synthetic about 3K, I think it was 3K, 5K, 8K, before then going to the translucent. So I'd still say, yeah, that feels very, very, very good. Let me go back and try the other one. These are purely subjective tests. Someone else with a different skin is going to have a different result, I'm sure. Let's just try a little bit more. Maybe slightly more coarse. Yeah, very, very slightly. Yeah, very slightly more coarse on the Puma 90 with the arc edge. Let's try again with the 20K Suehiro. Yeah, Suehiro wins, as I suspected. They're very, 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 very good stones. I would say I shall do a further test for anyone that's interested. I'll do another test. I'm going to take the 90 with its translucent Arkansas edge. I'm going to put that onto a black Arkansas edge. The surgical black Arkansas is theoretically about the best you can get. At least this is a reasonably fair test, in as much as the steels and the blade grinds are pretty much identical, same company, so I would say it's fairly fair. Yeah, but I will try a black arc. I've got a huge black Arkansas stone from Dan's, which was the one where they couldn't be bothered to put the right, at least my right, valuation on their packaging, so I got raped by customs. So it was VAT, everything else, it was absolutely obscene, all because they couldn't be bothered. So I won't be buying any more stones from Dan's, because I live in the UK and our tax structure here is absurd. I've heard the same from our mutual friends in Sweden and Norway. You buy anything from America and it comes in via customs into Sweden or Norway, it's pretty much the same as England. So, unfortunately, Boris Johnson and his cohorts of buffoons decided to leave the EEC, and so we don't get any advantages from Europe either. So we are a very isolated little island, overtaxed, overpopulated, and looking at our sewage outfall system, overwhelmed. Isn't that nice? Swimming your own sewage. Great. However, one of the reasons I prefer hobbies like this and not sea swimming or river swimming, where you've got to be slightly suicidal. Anyway, I used to be a surfer once, but that was back in the 80s, and down in the West Country. I go on holiday occasionally. Now I don't go anywhere. Anyway, it gave me the balance and the confidence to later in life, much later in life, to take up street skating. And you don't find too many problems other than being killed by white vans. But that's another story. So yeah, hand-to-eye coordination. We're talking about long-range rifle shooting and pistol shooting. That was my favourite for many years. Oh, against the grain, this is a brute. Oh, superb. This Puma steel is very, very good. Philharmonica is better. And a custom stainless RWL 34 from, our master of custom razors in South Africa, Trevor Wilson. His are absolutely incredible. But anyway, getting back to this cute, incredibly cute Puma 90. Yeah, the steel, very, very good. The edge, a very, very close second to Suehiro. Yeah, very, very close. Is it a more comfortable edge? Nah, about the same. But is it doing the job? Yep. With all the sunshine we've had here over the last couple of days in Angleterre, probably a little bit sensitive. It was actually all day out in the sun on Sunday, skating with my amigos, Littlehampton seafront. That was mostly responsible for this eye strain. I ain't used to it. Sunshine in England? Oh, that can't be right. Yeah, this is a little belter. Very nice razor. I'm so glad I restored it. It wasn't in bad shape. It was just sort of a bit stained. One thing I would say is these fiddly small razors, I'm not as confident or as dexterous. In fact, look, tiny little glitch there. First one in weeks. Can't feel it, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, that was a slip betwixt cup and lip. Yeah, these small blades are nowhere near as kind to use as a big blade, in my opinion. But again, each to their own. I would say, getting back to the test, there's no difference that I can discern. But I'm going to try again with a black Arkansas, just to see if it gives that slightly kinder edge. Under a microscope, this edge was your classic slightly shot blasted look, you know, the frosty look of a natural stone edge. And I'm just going to use the Allen block just to say, fix you, you little sod. There you go. That's that done. Yeah, tiny little cut, because this is a tiny little razor. It's barely 5/8, and I don't like them as much. And talking at the same time might not be the wisest thing with a new razor. I wonder how old this is. I wonder what sort of wonderful adventures it's been on. Who owned it? It came in its usual lovely tortoiseshell, but you can tell little things like it's got the writing, the Puma writing on its little panel there, which is very, very faint now. So it has had a life, it has been used. The blade, very, very slightly under 5/8, I would say. So again, I think it's once or twice been to the stones, but no evidence of hone wear on the spine, so it's good. A very slight amount of stain corrosion on the poor panel, and that I've rectified as much as can be rectified. I've actually gone over it quite seriously with a few little special tricks. For anybody that's interested, God, I'm not even interested. I've been in the restoration of weaponry for the last 50 years, and I got a few tricks up my sleeve, nothing marvellous, but yeah. So anyway, this one I re-gold plated the panel last night. That helped the eye strain not. And of course, gold plating uses very interesting chemicals. Cyanide being the main culprit. If you don't have an aerated space, you're breathing in cyanide, which isn't particularly good for you. Well, there we go. I think this is pretty good. I just find small razors a little bit fiddly. You've got to judge the angle on your skin far more acute than with a big blade. So I'm going to soon spit my teeth out. I'm going to soon revert back to big blades, or bigger blades. Nah, it's a pain in the arse. But very delicate and very beautiful. Anyway, chaps, I'm not going to claim this to be a BBS, but it's a very close shave. So that's both razors used. Very carefully put them down. I'm going to get rid of some of this off my face. Yeah, I can feel a couple of areas not too great. Not bad, just, you know, not great. And that's a tiny, tiny, tiny little cut, which I haven't done in bloody ages. Which is rather annoying. But then I've got eye strain. Let's put a styptic pencil on. That's the styptic pencil. Stopped dead, which is why we use styptic pencils. Anyway, a quick wipe over, and maybe our skin becomes more sensitive under extreme conditions. For the south coast of England, it has been hellishly hot, and my skating adventures on Sunday, I think I was out in the sun too long, hence the eye strain, and then working last night to finish off this razor. So, do you know, it's not too bad actually. No, that's pretty good. Hardly anything at all. Yeah, good test. Don't, for God's sake, get any of the alum in any of its forms on your blades. The only blade that can take alum is stainless steel. If you get alum, even though there's not much on the skin, if you're silly like me and you actually give a little touch up afterwards and then put the blade down while you, I don't know, do something, when you come back you'll have a black stained blade and you'll have to completely refinish it. So alum might be good for the skin, which I'm not sure if it is or not, but it's lethal on carbon steel. It's what they call a triple or a quadruple salt. And we all know what salt does to steel, don't we, chaps? So not a good idea. That's it, all warnings done. I'm finished. Oh God, 19 minutes, 47 seconds. Sorry to be so long. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you for those new subscribers. I hope you find this interesting, my blathering on. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.